Hey, gorgeous! Welcome to the Business Mindset Podcast with Holly Worton, which combines powerful strategies on how to upgrade your business mindset, along with practical business tips to grow your business. This podcast features solo shows with Holly and also interviews with inspiring women entrepreneurs from around the world. Thank you so much for joining us today. And now, here's your host, Holly Worton.
Hello and welcome to the Business Mindset Podcast, episode 153. This is your host, Holly Worton, and I'm back with another solo episode. So my last solo episode, which was episode 149, I talked about 7 business blocks that hold back most entrepreneurs and how to release them. So today I wanted to talk about 7 more business blocks that hold back entrepreneurs. And the reason I'm expanding on this is because I have recently released a book called Business Blocks. And the book is all about how to identify and release your business blocks to create a successful business mindset. Now, this is a companion book to my first book, Business Beliefs, which is a list of over 600 beliefs that make up a successful business mindset. So in this book, I go through what I call 15 categories of blocks. And some of those blocks include the original 7 categories that I mentioned in episode 149, which include change and growth, confidence and self-trust, marketing and sales, money, success and opportunities, value and self-worth, and visibility. So today we're going to talk a little bit about 7 other categories of blocks. And the idea of this episode is to help you kind of explore and dig up what blocks you might have in these specific areas. So I would encourage you, if you can, depending on where you're listening to this, to have a piece of paper out or an open file on your computer where you can make note of anything that comes up for you. So the idea here is to help you become aware of things that might be blocking you, so that you can then go away and do the work. And we'll talk a little bit about how you can do that towards the end of this episode. So let's get on to category number 1, and that is action and goals. Now, I always say that, growing your business has to do with 2 different things. So on one hand, taking action, and on the other hand, doing the mindset work. Now, I often say that growing your business is like going up a spiral staircase, and it's like one step. So say your left foot is your mindset work and your right foot is taking action. So you've got to constantly be doing mindset work, action, mindset work, action, mindset work, action. And action is really, really important because that's where stuff gets done. And you actually do stuff in your business. Now, I work with clients by helping them transform their business mindset. But at the end of every session, we always create an action plan of, could be 1, 2, 3 steps that they're going to take, real life action steps to reinforce the mindset work that we've done. Now, this is a list of things that I help my clients put together. So I'll always kind of run through the different things that we've worked on during a given session. And I'll say, look, based on the work that we've done today, what real life actions do you need to take to put these new beliefs into action? Now, there's a few reasons for this. First of all, taking real life action tells your brain that you're serious about making changes and helps reinforce the changes that we've made doing the mindset work at a subconscious level. Second, it's action that's going to bring your business to a new level. It's going to help you grow your business. It's going to help you achieve your goals in your business. You can't just kind of do the mindset work and sit back there and hope that this all kind of works and something comes out of it, because that's not how it works. You've got to take the action. So take a look at your business goals. Have you set goals, clear goals that are specific and measurable? Are they written down where you can review them on a regular basis? Do you review your goals on a regular basis? Do you have a clear plan to achieve these goals? Now, if you don't, what's stopping you? What are you afraid of? What beliefs do you hold that might be preventing you from setting clear goals and creating a plan to achieve them? Now, this can also bring up Other issues like fears of success. A lot of times people are afraid of success, and so they don't take action toward their goals. And a lot of people don't even set goals to begin with. But the thing is, if you don't have a clear vision of what you need, what you want in your business, what you want your business to look like, then it's hard to set those goals and create an action plan to achieve those goals. So this is really, really important. So one of the best ways to uncover blocks in this area of action and goals is to ask yourself the following question: what do you procrastinate on? Now, oftentimes the things that we most procrastinate on are the same things that will take us out of our comfort zone. So they're scary to us. And our subconscious mind will try to keep us inside our comfort zone where we're safe. So this is one of the big ways where your subconscious mind can sabotage you. And I really don't like that term, but it can keep you safe within that comfort zone. So it prevents you from taking action. So interestingly, these are also the actions that will lead us to bigger results in our business. So take a look now at what you're procrastinating on and why. What is stopping you from prioritizing your to-do list and getting started? Is it doing videos? Is it marketing? Is it having sales conversations? What are you procrastinating on? And another thing, what is stopping you from choosing 3 of the most important tasks on your to-do list each day and getting those done first? So another thing that people struggle with is they'll do all the easy little tasks that, they could maybe even outsource to someone rather than doing the 3 most important tasks. So what's stopping you from picking those 3 most important tasks and starting the day with those? What's stopping you from selecting 10 of the little things on your list that anyone could do and outsourcing them to a virtual assistant? So take a look at the actions you take in your business. Are they the right actions? Are they not? How can you solve that on a practical level? And what kind of mindset stuff do you need to do to make sure that you more easily take action? Now, from the work that I do with clients, a lot of people will say one of the biggest results that they see in their business is that it's easier for them to take action. So think about the mindset stuff that's holding you back. So what fears, blocks, limiting beliefs do you have around setting big goals for yourself and taking action towards them? So that's category number 1, action and goals. Now, next category I wanted to talk about is creativity. Creativity is a big part of business. A lot of us create content for our business, including videos, blog posts. You can do recorded videos for YouTube. You can do live videos on Periscope or Facebook Live. You can write books. You can create all kinds of content. So, what's stopping you from creating this content? I see a lot of people have blocks around videos, blocks around writing. They just don't think they're good enough. So do you have fear of technology? Is it practical stuff that's holding you back from creating more stuff? Or do you create videos and do you create blog posts, but you don't share them online and promote them? Are you afraid of being more visible? Are you afraid of taking up space on people's timelines by sharing your stuff? What's stopping you from redoing your website? A lot of people have a lot of blocks around either creating their first website or redoing their website, upgrading the copy on their website. Now, as you grow and as your business grows, your website should change as well. And I'm not just talking about changing the design, but that's a really good way of upgrading your website, but also rewriting the copy. If you've had the same website for the last 5 years, it's safe to say that it probably doesn't really reflect you and your business anymore. So think about what might be holding you back from upgrading your website and changing the copy and things like that. Think about what fears and blocks and limiting beliefs you have around creativity. What is stopping you from being more creative in your business? Or what is stopping you from expressing your creativity in your business? Or what's stopping you from sharing the creative stuff that you create for your business? This is a big thing. So your blocks may be around actually creating the stuff. You might be so blocked that you don't even sit down to do it, or you might be blocked around sharing this stuff with the world. And the thing is, if you just create a bunch of videos for YouTube or blog posts, but you don't share them, no one's probably going to see them, because you really, really need to push to get that stuff out there. People aren't very likely to come across your stuff unless you've put a real effort into sharing them. So think about what your issues are. What is stopping you from expressing your creativity in your business or sharing the creative stuff that you've already put out there? The next category I want to talk about is leadership and outsourcing. Now, this is a big thing. There's a lot, as you first start out your business, there's, a lot of stuff you're going to have to learn, a lot of stuff you're going to have to do yourself, because most people simply don't have the instant income they need to outsource the stuff that they're not really good at. So we start out by doing everything in our business, but then it gets to a point where we really need to start outsourcing the stuff that we're not great at or that we don't enjoy doing. And this is a really important step. And this is a step that can hold a lot of people back, because many people wait too long to outsource stuff. So if you're feeling totally overwhelmed with your to-do list, what is stopping you from getting help? Now, this could be getting help directly with business stuff, hiring a virtual assistant to do maybe setting up your blog posts, or setting up stuff on social media to go out. It could be other things like getting help with housekeeping, hiring someone to clean your house every week or every month or however often you choose to do so can free up a lot of time in your business to market your business, to see clients. And this is something that's not directly business related, but can really, really help you, give you more time to spend on your business. It's probably not expensive as you think it might be, and it can be a great way of freeing time so you can work on your business. So what's stopping you from getting help with that? That's probably not something that you enjoy doing, and it's probably not in your zone of genius, assuming your business has nothing to do with housekeeping. So what can you do to get help? What can you do to make your life easier? Could you order your groceries online instead of going to the store? That can save you loads of time, because all you have to do is be there to unload the stuff and put it away. Or you could time that with your housekeeper and have her organize your food. So what is stopping you from outsourcing the stuff you don't love and the stuff that's outside of your zone of genius to other people? Do you have fears? Do you feel like you're the only person who can do these things, that no one else will be able to do them as well as you do? Do you have fears of handing over your passwords to people? Do you have fears around managing people? Maybe you don't have experience managing people and you think it's going to be overwhelming or difficult. Or maybe you have experience with managing people and you've not been the best manager in the world. Is there any mindset stuff that you need to clear around managing people that you're outsourcing to? Now, the other part of this category is leadership. So, do you see yourself as an inspiring leader in your field of work? And if not, why do you think you struggle to see yourself as an inspiring example to your clients and even to other entrepreneurs? Does the thought of being an inspiration to other people scare you? Does that feel too big? Does it feel like, who am I to consider myself to be an inspiring thought leader? How would you feel if someone told you that they thought you were inspiring? What comes up for you with that? Do you consider yourself to be an expert in your field? Are you avoiding putting yourself out there in a bigger way because you're scared of stepping up as a leader in your field? Are you afraid of being more visible? What is going on with this? So think about what leadership means to you and whether or not you consider yourself to be a leader. And if you don't, why not? And what mindset changes do you need to make in order to be seen as a leader in your field? What fears are there? What blocks are there? What limiting beliefs are coming up when we talk about you being an expert in your field? The next big block is learning. Now, as I said before, when we're starting out our business, we need to learn so many things. Now, some of us are good learners. For some of us, it's really easy to just go online, Google something, and learn what we need to learn to get the stuff done. That's something that I've always found really, really easy. I'm really good at teaching myself stuff, and I much prefer to learn by just searching for the information I need rather than going into a big online program and learning this whole thing at someone else's pace. So I kind of prefer to learn on my own rather than being spoon-fed the information. But different people have different learning abilities. Different people have different learning preferences. Totally different for everyone. So what about you? Is it easy for you to learn new things? Is it easy for you to learn techie things? Is it easy for you to learn new information in general? A lot of people have kind of traumatic memories of learning from children, and that affects them as they're growing their business. So did you ever have a traumatic experience where a teacher said that you were stupid? Now, I know that sounds ridiculous, but I can't begin to tell you the number of clients I've had who have specific memories that are really traumatic where teachers literally said that they were stupid. So did this happen to you? Did you ever have the feeling as a child that adults believed that you weren't good at school or learning? You know, a lot of us grew up thinking that we're either the smart one or the sporty one or the loser. You know, adults place these labels on us, and whether they say them or don't, as a child, we pick up on that. And so we can grow up believing that we're not good at learning. Or maybe you feel that you're just too old now to learn learn new things. You know, maybe you're at a certain age where you feel like you're just too old for this. You can't learn new things. Can't teach an old dog new tricks, which is bullshit. So what blocks do you have around learning? Could be old stuff. It could be new stuff. What fears do you have around learning? Are you afraid of trying something new and people laughing at you online or getting negative comments from people because you did something silly or you did something wrong? What is stopping you from learning the stuff you need to learn to build your business? Now, again, you can outsource a lot of stuff, and you should, but there are some things that we need to learn. Either because we're at the beginning of our business or because, we're doing new things in our business. So what beliefs do you have around learning that might be holding you back? This is really, really important to look at. Next business block has to do with lifestyle. Now, this is a really important thing that when I work with people to create their big business vision, it's always really important for me that that big business vision fits into the ideal lifestyle that they want. So what mindset stuff and blocks do you think you might have around lifestyle? Maybe you see other entrepreneurs online having this amazing lifestyle where they travel and they work from all over the world and they run their business on the computer and it's so exciting, and you think, oh, I could never do that. They've clearly got something that I don't have. I can't do that. I'm just not good enough to do that, or I don't know. This is just not for me, but I would love to. So, what's going on for you there? Do you maybe think you don't deserve that kind of lifestyle? Or maybe you have some beliefs around, if you want a successful business, you can't possibly have a successful business and still have the lifestyle you want. You're going to have to work too hard. You're going to have to work long hours. You're going to have to be really, really busy if you want to have this, a successful business. So do you have beliefs around you have got to work hard to build a successful business, and that's not perhaps consistent with the lifestyle that you want, which is, having time for your children or having time for yourself? Maybe you think you've got to work evenings and weekends and, 7 days a week to build this business. I've been there. With my first business, I worked crazy long hours, and I often worked 7 days a week. There were days where I was working, I would get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, go for a run, start work at 7, and then I would be working until 1 in the morning. It was insane. But the business was successful. So I've had a lot of stuff around you have to absolutely work crazy hours to be successful. And that was inconsistent with what I wanted because I made a conscious decision that I wasn't going to do that again. So I've had to clear a lot of beliefs around have to work hard to be successful because that's not what I wanted. I did not want to go through that stress again. So think about lifestyle. Do you have any beliefs around maybe you don't deserve to have the lifestyle you want, or it's impossible to have the lifestyle you want because you really want to have a successful business and that's more important and you've got to work hard? What's going on for you in the area of lifestyle? Is there anything about your big vision that you have for your ideal lifestyle that's inconsistent with your big business vision? What's going on there for you? Is there any kind of disconnect? So the next category I wanted to talk about is personal power. Now, personal power, it depends. That means different things for different people. Now, in the book, I include a definition from Joanna DeVoe, who has been a guest on this podcast, who defines personal power as allowing source to flow through you and harnessing that energy in a way that creates positive momentum in your own life and the lives of those people that you're here to serve. I really, really like this definition. So whatever personal power means to you, this can be a big issue for a lot of people. So do you believe that you can make a difference in the world? Do you believe that you make a difference in your clients' lives? Do you have any fears that are preventing you from stepping up into a role where you can help more people on a much bigger scale? What is going on for you with personal power? Maybe do you feel like you're not very powerful? Maybe you feel like, you're just not making a difference. You're never going to make a difference. Who are you to make a difference? Maybe you look at those big online business personalities and big well-known entrepreneurs and you think, that's just not for me. I'm not good enough for that. And you just hold yourself back and you keep yourself from growing. Perhaps you could, be that big business personality, but you've got fears and blocks and beliefs that are holding you back from that. So what's going on for you when you think about your favorite big business personality and you think about stepping up into a role like that? What comes up for you? Does that scare you? Does it make your stomach feel tight? What's going on for you there? What beliefs do you have about yourself that are preventing you from growing to that level? Do you believe that you have what it takes to achieve your big business vision and your ideal lifestyle? Do you have the power to achieve your goals, to achieve this vision? How do you feel about the word power? There are a lot of people who feel like that sounds like a dirty word. So, what are your feelings about powerful people? Do you think that only bad people are powerful? Do you feel like good people can be powerful? Can you think of any examples of powerful people who did good work in the world and made a positive difference? How would it be for you to really step into your power and make a big difference in the world? And if you feel like you're not doing that, if you feel like you're just not good enough for that, what is stopping you from feeling powerful? What do you need to believe about yourself to feel powerful in a good sense? Personal power is a big, big thing, and it can be a big block for a lot of entrepreneurs. So think about what fears, blocks, limiting beliefs you might have around personal power. So the next category, and the final one we're going to talk about today, is strategy, clarity, and vision. Now, this sounds like a really practical category. And of course, setting your business strategy, having clarity in your business, having a vision for what you want for your business, that's all practical stuff. But a lot of us have fears and blocks and limiting beliefs and mindset stuff that's holding us back in this area. So if you don't have a clear vision for your business and a clear strategy to achieve that vision, what's going on for you there? What is keeping you stuck? Do you have a business plan? If not, what's stopping you from creating a business plan? And if you do, but you haven't come anywhere near to making progress on it or achieving it, what is it about this plan that maybe doesn't feel right for you? What would feel right as a plan or strategy for your business? A lot of us work with business coaches and mentors, and I think this is really, really important work to do. You really got to work with someone else to help you grow your business. But a lot of people work with coaches and mentors who maybe don't always give them advice that's aligned with their what they really want deep down for our business. I hear so many coaches and business mentors giving out really kind of cookie cutter advice, or giving advice that's worked for them. And of course, what's worked for the coach may or may not work for the client. So think about any business strategy information that you've received from a coach or a mentor that maybe didn't feel aligned for you or didn't feel right for you, and may not be right for you. So think about what feels right for you as far as strategy. What's stopping you from creating a new strategy for your business and trying it out and seeing how it works? Do you have any fears around failure? Or are you good at picking yourself up and trying something new when something doesn't work? Have you been working with a trial and error approach to your business rather than having a strategy? If so, what's stopping you from selecting a clear business model and trying it out? What's preventing you from hiring a coach or a mentor to help you with this if perhaps you're not already working with someone? Do you have any doubts around your ability to apply a clear strategy to your business? Now, a lot of people have mindset stuff around their ability to follow through with a plan. So, you'll work with a coach or a mentor, you'll create this whole strategy, and then you go away and maybe don't do much on it because it feels so big, it feels so overwhelming. Maybe you don't believe that you're capable of following that strategy and growing your business. So what's stopping you from growing your business in a strategic way? What's stopping you from creating a business plan or marketing plan and then taking the little steps to follow through with that plan and grow your business? Are there any fears? Are there any blocks? Are there any limiting beliefs there? Maybe you think you're not capable of following a strategy. Maybe you think you're not good enough to grow your business in that way. Maybe you feel like your business coach set out some shoes for you that are business shoes that are too big for you and you'll just never be able to grow into them. What's going on for you with the area of strategy, clarity, and vision? Maybe you're feeling that you just don't have a clear vision and it's really, really hard and you're feeling really, really stuck and you just don't have clarity. I've definitely worked with myself to kind of program positive beliefs around having a clear strategy and a clear vision, even though I didn't at the time. And what that did was it helped me step into that. When you program those beliefs into your subconscious, you then start taking actions that will make that belief true. So think about what's going on for you in the area of strategy, clarity, and vision. So I know this was quite a quick run through all of those different categories. Just to recap, we looked at action and goals, creativity, leadership and outsourcing, learning, lifestyle, personal power, and strategy, clarity, and vision. Now, I know this is a bit kind of tricky to do sometimes if you're just listening to the audio. I would recommend that you pick up my Business Blocks book because it's really inexpensive. It's £1.99. I think it's $2.99. Don't know what it is in euros, but it's a really inexpensive book. It's an ebook that will help you work through business blocks in all of these 15 categories of change. So if you have any questions, please do get in touch. My website is hollyworton.com. I would love to have a chat with you if you like, to see if we can help you explore some of these blocks. I do have a free 30-minute discovery call, and in that we will look at some of the things that may be blocking you from achieving your big business vision. Now, the last part I wanted to talk to you about really quickly without going too much over time is how to reprogram your beliefs and how to upgrade your business mindset and how to make these changes. So my advice now is pretty much what it always is. The first step, and this is really, really important, is to become aware. So you need to become aware of what this stuff is. And that's what this podcast was looking to do. And that's what my book does as well. It really helps you become aware of the stuff that's holding you back. So you need to become aware of what's happening. So either write this down in a journal or write it down in a document or something, but you need to document it, not just have it kind of present in your brain. Then you need to figure out what you want instead. What would you rather have instead of these blocks? And then work at the subconscious level to rewire your brain, reprogram positive beliefs, and release the stress, fears, and blocks and limiting beliefs that are not working for you. So there are many techniques out there. And I always say, find what works for you. I use a technique that's not very well known called Psych K, because I find it quick, I find it easy, and super, super effective. But find what works for you. Try things out, and either get help from a qualified practitioner or facilitator, or do the training yourself and help yourself. So as you know, I originally trained in Psych K to help myself with my own stuff, and I regularly use Psych K probably about once a week or so to help upgrade my business mindset and other life beliefs that aren't serving me, and constantly do that work with myself. But I also do work with other people. I do work with other Psych K facilitators. I recently had a resonance repatterning session with someone to work on money blocks. There's all kinds of stuff out there. And I do recommend either working with someone else or doing the work yourself, or both. There are different ways. You've got to find out what works for you. So how to change your subconscious mind. You can do hypnotherapy, you can do NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming, EFT, emotional freedom technique, also known as tapping. There's resonance repatterning, which I just mentioned, Psych K. There's so many things out there. So find what works for you. The important thing is to keep doing this work, because as you grow and as your business grows, you're going to keep hitting ceilings. And so you need to do the ongoing mindset work to create that ongoing transformation. So on one hand, it's easier if you can do it yourself, because you can just, sit down at the end of the day and have a session with yourself and reprogram these beliefs. But it can also be really, really useful to work with someone else, because when you're in your head all day, as you are, it can be hard to see stuff, and working with someone else can help you dig up stuff that maybe you weren't aware of. So it's good to kind of do both. So again, start out by clarifying your vision and your goals and what you want. Become aware of those fears, blocks, and beliefs, and write them down. Do the work to transform your beliefs and take action. And then repeat. Because it's a constant cycle. This stuff is always ongoing. So, hope you found that useful. Do check out my Business Blocks book and let me know what you think. As I said, it's very affordable, and I specifically made it really... It's a short book. It's about 20,000 words, if I remember correctly, but I've specifically made it very actionable. So it really walks you through the process of identifying these limiting beliefs that are no longer serving you, and will help you create a successful business mindset. So again, hope you found this useful. Please let me know if you have any questions, and get in touch. I'm happy to book a discovery call with you. I'd love to chat and see if I can help. No pressure to go on and work with me. I really just like connecting with people, specifically love talking to people who listen to this podcast. It's great to connect with you. So get in touch, and thank you for listening. And remember to visit hollyworton.com/153 for the show notes on this episode. And again, thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thanks so much for listening to the Business Mindset Podcast with your host, Holly Worton. You can find more information about today's episode, including links for topics that were discussed, at hollyworton.com. And if you enjoyed this episode, please remember to head over to iTunes and leave a quick review of this podcast. It just takes a minute. Thank you.